afternoon. This is your UI7 Sports Update. I'm Peyton Wesner. It has been a magical season for Fighting Illini volleyball in 2018, and it has the potential to become historic. What does it take to be a national champion? Sometimes it requires grit, other times luck. If you were to ask Fighting Illini volleyball head coach Chris Thomas, he would say, from a technical standpoint, his team has all the skills to win the women's NCAA volleyball tournament.
We make teams think a lot. We make them score in really tough situations, and those are a lot of similarities that we had in 2015 as well.
Thomas is no stranger to deep runs in the NCAA tournament. He was an assistant coach at the University of Nebraska, where he helped the Cornhuskers to their 4th national championship 3 years ago. However, there would be something very special if the Fighting Illini can win their next 4 games. Not only has volleyball never won the national championship, but no women's team has claimed an NCAA title in university history. This is an aspect junior Beth Prince says is special.
I don't know that I've looked at it through that lens before, and I think that's absolutely incredible. And we want to represent the school in the best way we can, and I think that that's just an awesome bonus.
But not only are the players and coaching staff invested, Spike Squad sports chair Andrew Martin, who has not missed a game this season, says it is hard to put into words what it would mean for the team and university.
I would be so happy for them. It's what I think this team has been building to for several years. I can't even describe how much it would do for our student body.
Tomorrow, Illinois will turn their focus towards nationally ranked Marquette. If the Fighting Illini are victorious, they would be 3 set wins away from their first Final Four appearance since 2011. After an offensive outburst on South Beach, the Chicago Bears will need to regroup before welcoming 5-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady and the New England Patriots to Soldier Field. Chicago is coming off a heartbreaking 31-28 overtime loss to the Miami Dolphins on Sunday. The Bears' defense had no answer for Dolphins quarterback Brock Osweiler, who threw for a career-high 380 passing yards. The Patriots enter with quite possibly the National Football League's most prolific offense, having scored at least 38 points each of the last 3 weeks. Thus, defense will be a key for the Bears to win the Super Bowl 20 rematch. With a 3-2 record after 6 weeks, the Bears are still off to their best start since 2013. Now over to the Sandlot. Major League Baseball's postseason is in full swing, and unlike the Champaign-Urbana weather, the action in the National League Championship Series is heating up. Wednesday was possibly the last game at Chavez Ravine for the Los Angeles Dodgers this season. But with Clayton Kershaw on the mound, Los Angeles was able to pull within 1 game of back-to-back World Series appearances. The series will return to Miller Park in Milwaukee for the remaining 2 games. The Brewers must win on Friday to force a decisive 7th game. Moving to the American League, the Boston Red Sox and Houston Astros are engaged in an old-fashioned standoff deep in the heart of Texas. Minute Maid Park was rocking on Thursday night with Houston trailing 2-1. However, the defending World Series champions were unable to contain Boston's bats, falling for a 3rd consecutive game. The final scheduled game from Houston will be played tonight at 7:09 p.m. Whether you're inside Huff Hall or walking on the quad, the presence of Fighting Illini athletics is evident. However, the generation of school spirit aside, the most profound benefit of college sports may be the financial impact within a county. Just ask Visit Champaign County's Vice President of Marketing, Terry Reefstick.
We have meetings and conventions, which brings in significant impact. But if you're looking at one single niche, absolutely Fighting Illini athletics is very, very important to this community.
According to the Tourism Marketing and Management Organization, Visit Champaign County, an estimated $2.6 million of economic impact was generated by Fighting Illini football per home game in 2016. For the entire season, the sport accounted for $18.2 million. Compare this to the second largest generator annually, the Christie Clinic Illinois Marathon, and Fighting Illini football nearly doubles the marathon's total of $10 million. Though, while Champaign County accrues money, the athletic department is not as fortunate. In that same year, the department suffered a $6.2 million deficit. University of Illinois Associate Athletics Director of Media Relations Kent Brown says the athletic department uses stored funds to account for annual debt.
It's a rainy day fund when you need it, And we went through a time period for about 2 or 3 years where we were in deficit spending, so we pull from that to help offset those costs.
The athletic department's income is bolstered by multiple sources, including Big Ten broadcasting distributions, ticket sales, and sponsorship money, all areas which are prevalent for professional sports teams as well. For those who have studied the athletic department, such as University of Illinois professor and investigative journalist Jay Rosenstein, it is hard to ignore the similarity between college athletics and professional sports.
I think the goals of professional sports and college sports in basketball and football are exactly the same, which is to make money.
Last year, the athletic department says it broke even, which is a step in the right direction considering the large deficit 2 years ago. The expectation is a small surplus will be achieved this athletic season.